The European Network for Gender Balance in Informatics, or EUGAIN, is a cost action aimed at improving gender balance in informatics across all levels. This includes enhancing female participation from undergraduate and graduate studies to leadership roles in academia and industry. The network seeks to establish a European community of colleagues working towards gender balance in informatics in their respective countries and research communities. The underrepresentation of women in informatics, including computer science, computer engineering, and software engineering, is a well-documented issue. Despite ongoing efforts for change, progress has been slow. The primary objective of this cost action is to address the gender imbalance in informatics by establishing and fortifying a diverse European network of academics advancing gender equality. The network aims to identify effective strategies that can be adapted and applied across various institutions and nations. This will leverage the collective knowledge, experiences, challenges, successes, and failures of its members. The action's goals include providing the academic community, policymakers, industry stakeholders, and others with actionable recommendations and guidelines to tackle key challenges, including the underrepresentation of women in informatics. By doing so, EUGAIN seeks to improve gender balance in informatics, ultimately contributing to a more inclusive and diverse field. The European Network for Gender Balance in Informatics, EUGAIN, addresses the significant gender gap in STEM fields, particularly in informatics, where women are underrepresented in both higher education and professional careers. Informatics is one of the most heavily affected fields, with female absence prevalent in Europe and the US. A study estimates that the gender gap in computer science research will not close for at least 100 years. EUGAIN aims to increase female enrollment in informatics programs and careers, encourage more female PhD and postdoctoral researchers to pursue academic careers, and offer support and mentorship to empower young women in their professional journeys. The EUGAIN project reveals a persistent gender gap in informatics higher education and the IT industry in Europe and the US. At the master's level, female graduates range from 30% in the UK, Estonia, Ireland, and Latvia to less than 20% in Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Germany, Italy, Lithuania, the Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, and Spain. At the PhD level, except for Bulgaria, Romania, Estonia, and Turkey, all other countries have less than 25% female graduates in informatics programs, with some countries having fewer than a handful of female PhD graduates due to the small total number of PhD graduates. A temporal analysis of the data shows no significant progress in female participation in informatics higher education over the past decade in Europe, mirroring the trend observed in the US. This underrepresentation of women in computer science leads to a scarcity of successful female role models, resulting in an overload of invitations and requests that negatively impact women's careers, research productivity, work-life balance, personal life, and health. In the IT industry, women are strongly underrepresented among ICT specialists in all EU member states, with 84.1% of ICT specialists employed in the EU being men in 2021. The highest shares of male ICT specialists were observed in the Czech Republic, Slovenia, France, Belgium, and Poland, while Bulgaria, Greece, Denmark, and Romania recorded the lowest shares. This lack of women in the IT industry contributes to the extensive skills and talent gap between the number of graduates in higher education institutions and the number of job positions available in ICT in Europe, resulting in difficulties for employers to find the right people with the right qualifications. The Information and Communication Technologies (ICT) sector is characterized by a significant gender gap, with men predominantly occupying the workforce, leading to systems that are prone to gender bias. This bias is evident in smartphone voice assistants and activity trackers that fail to cater to women's needs. The fight for gender balance and equality in informatics is often led by highly motivated women who invest their time beyond their daily work to establish a more equal environment. Despite discouraging overall numbers, successful interventions can be found at the university level in the US and Europe. Notably, Harvey Mudd College and Carnegie Mellon have achieved gender parity in computer science entrants and graduates over the past decade. However, these efforts remain isolated and have proven difficult to scale up to more institutions or improve national statistics. Europe lags behind the US in terms of funding, successful examples, and community organization. Various organizations such as AnitaB.org, ACMW, CRA Women, National Center for Women in Information Technology, IEEE Women in Computing Committee, Association for Women in Computing, and Girls Who Code, in partnership with industry, have established a thriving community to inspire and encourage new generations and support women's careers in computer science. The Grace Hopper celebration is a notable example, gathering over 30,000 attendees from more than 80 countries, providing an invaluable opportunity for women to find inspiration, networking, and strategies to thrive in their careers. The European Union has supported numerous initiatives aimed at increasing the participation and retention of women in informatics, such as EQUALIST, Women for IT, and pan-European networks like Informatics Europe's Women in Informatics Research and Education Working Group. Several universities have also developed internal policies and strategies to achieve this goal, funded by national mechanisms. Notable examples include the Bamberg CS30 strategy, which aims to reach a female-to-male ratio of at least 30% across all computer science programs. Since its inception in 2005, the number of women enrolling in first-year computer science studies has been increasing, reaching 37% in 2017, a new record in Germany. The Girl Project ADA, initiated in 1997, has successfully recruited more girls to ICT studies, with the female share of entrants in ICT studies almost doubling, exceeding 25% in the computer science program in 2017. The CS4 All initiative, launched in 2012, has increased the number of female students in computer science undergraduate programs and improved retention rates, particularly for first-year students, with an average 89% progression from year 1 to year 2. While projects, internal policies, and strategy management have been implemented to support the transition of female PhD and postdoctoral researchers into faculty positions, the impact has been less significant, and the numbers of female researchers and professors remain low. However, some institutions have implemented beneficial internal strategies and policies to increase the number of female researchers and faculty, such as the Faculty of Informatics at TU Vienna, Austria, the School of Computer Science at TU Dublin, Ireland, the Department of Computer Science and Information Systems at the University of Limerick, Ireland, and the Institute for Computing and Information Sciences at Radboud University in Nijmegen, the Netherlands. The European Union's Gender Equality in Informatics Network, EUGAIN, strives to increase the representation of women in informatics by enhancing female student enrollment, fostering a retention-friendly environment, and encouraging women in advanced academic roles. This involves strategies to support and inspire young women, addressing key obstacles. Collaboration with network partners is crucial for achieving these objectives and implementing effective measures. Research focuses on actions, policies, measurable results, geographical perspectives, industry relations, school relations, intersectionality, and the role of male colleagues. The EUGAIN project has made significant strides in the field of gender and computer science, achieving notable successes through implemented actions and policies. However, it also raises important questions regarding the measurement of these impacts, the financial investment and effort required for successful projects, and their visibility at various levels. One key area of inquiry is the replication of successful actions, as well as the establishment of national networks aimed at achieving gender balance. The involvement of the industry in these efforts is also crucial. Moreover, the document emphasizes the need for male engagement in promoting gender equality and explores the cultural, historical, and economic factors contributing to low female participation in informatics. The importance of diversity policies and the role of informatics education in schools cannot be overstated. These factors are critical in fostering a more inclusive and balanced environment within the field of computer science. By addressing these issues and challenges, we can work towards creating a more equitable and diverse technological landscape. The objectives of research coordination focus on improving information gathering and collecting practices for recruiting and retaining female students, researchers, and professors. This involves supporting partners in assessing and evaluating existing practices and methodologies, enabling the selection of interventions tailored to local situations. The aim is to develop cross-validated instruments for informatics departments to set goals and priorities for female recruitment, integration, and promotion. A comprehensive handbook and web-based resources will be created across all workgroups for practical use by the academic community and stakeholders. Guidance and recommendations will be provided on overcoming challenges in a policy document targeting policymakers and relevant stakeholders at the national and EU levels. The EUGAIN project establishes a network of excellence to advance knowledge and methods for improving gender balance in informatics. This network facilitates sustainable collaboration, knowledge sharing, and experience exchange among stakeholders through seminars, workshops, and short-term exchange visits. Its primary objectives include promoting policy and intervention practices for recruiting and selecting female students, researchers, and professors, and disseminating these practices to the wider academic community. The project aims to encourage the publication of peer-review-ed papers and presentations at prominent conferences to raise international awareness of the gender gap in informatics. To increase awareness of the issues across disciplinary boundaries, the project promotes continued exchange and development of knowledge, practice, and policy guidance within and outside academia. Additionally, it cooperates with industry to foster career networks, creating mutually beneficial synergies for students and early career researchers to find excellent career opportunities, and for the industry to tap into a pool of highly motivated and talented individuals. The project operates as a transnational platform, facilitating multi-stakeholder engagement and co-creating processes and actions at local, national, European, and international levels. By doing so, EUGAIN addresses the gender imbalance in informatics, driving change through a collaborative and inclusive approach. The EUGAIN project, a COST action, aims to increase female participation in informatics higher education and research by combining experts and perspectives from different institutions and countries. It's structured around 5 working groups, focusing on specific aspects of promoting female participation. Working Group 1, from school to university, focuses on updating and designing measures to promote female participation in informatics higher education. This includes increasing the number of female students, ensuring their academic success, and amplifying their voices. To achieve this, WG1 collects and evaluates existing initiatives in COST countries and institutions, including targeted recruitment initiatives, student activities, mentoring, and career programs in academia and industry. The EUGAIN project seeks to empower female PhD students to generate innovative research projects and ideas, while gathering evidence on their effectiveness. This endeavor is crucial in addressing the gender imbalance in informatics, where women are underrepresented. To achieve this goal, the project identifies successful practices to recruit more female professors, focusing on 3 key areas: human resources policies, career development programs, and mentor schemes. Cooperation with industry and society is also a vital aspect of the project. By analyzing existing practices, the project evaluates their impact on gender issues, shedding light on areas that require improvement. This cooperation enables the development of strategies to promote gender equality and address bias in informatics. The project's strategy and dissemination objectives are centered around raising awareness about gender imbalance and bias in informatics. By sharing its findings and results, the project aims to inspire change and promote a more inclusive environment in the field. This includes disseminating best practices, policy recommendations, and toolkits to support institutions in their efforts to promote gender equality. Ultimately, the EUGAIN project's activities and results are designed to have a lasting impact on the informatics community, fostering an environment that encourages and supports female researchers to thrive. The primary objective of Working Group 5, WG5, within the European project is to ensure that all activities, events, outcomes, and deliverables from various working groups reach relevant stakeholders. This is achieved through organizing an annual European workshop on gender balance in informatics, ICT, and face-to-face meetings with policy officers at the EU and national levels. The project has produced key results and outputs, including 4 booklets and a policy recommendation document. These include best practices for supporting the transition of PhD and postdoctoral researchers into faculty positions, recruiting and retaining female students, advice for future informatics students, and strategies for retaining female students transitioning to PhD positions. A policy recommendation document and a handbook of intervention methods were also produced, providing insights into factors contributing to the recruitment and retention of female computer scientists, along with intervention strategies. The project resulted in more than 50 scientific publications in conferences and journals, with a complete list available online. Overall, the project aimed to promote gender balance in informatics research and education by sharing best practices, policy recommendations, and scientific outputs with relevant stakeholders. The EUGAIN initiative has worked to redress the gender imbalance in informatics by tackling stereotypes, showcasing role models, and fostering a sense of belonging among underrepresented groups. Through its platform, the project has identified effective strategies for promoting inclusivity and facilitated cross-cultural exchange and understanding. While significant progress has been made, the journey towards achieving true parity is ongoing, and sustained efforts are necessary to ensure technology is accessible to all. Project members have reported tangible changes within their institutions, recognized through the prestigious Minerva Award, and have meticulously documented their experiences. The groundwork laid is expected to inform and inspire future initiatives, perpetuating a culture of inclusivity in the tech sector. The research paper examines the gender gap in computer science, specifically the underrepresentation of women in the field. It presents a detailed analysis, including an extensive list of factors contributing to this disparity. The EUGAIN project focuses on the challenges faced by women in the software industry and gender trends in computer science authorship. Reference 29 presents a case study investigating the obstacles hindering women's participation and advancement. This research aims to understand these obstacles and provide insights for potential interventions. Reference 30 analyzes gender trends in computer science authorship, highlighting disparities in publication rates, CO authorship patterns, and citation metrics between men and women. Reference 31 emphasizes the importance of education in closing gender divides in digital skills, stressing the need for targeted initiatives to address these disparities.